Manchester United's summer transfer window is finally showing signs of movement as the club edges closer to completing its first major sale, a development that could have significant ramifications for the rest of their transfer business. After a promising start to the window with the arrival of Matheus Cunha, United's activity stalled, largely due to lingering issues from previous regimes and the club's current financial constraints. The inability to move players on has left United in a holding pattern, unable to make further signings until they free up space on the wage bill and generate transfer funds. One player at the center of this transfer logjam is Jadon Sancho. Once heralded as a marquee signing, Sancho's United career has been marred by inconsistent form, disciplinary issues, and a breakdown in relations with club management. His situation reached a new low when Chelsea, who had previously agreed to buy him, paid United £5 million simply to cancel their obligation to purchase the winger. This left Sancho back at Old Trafford, but very much surplus to requirements. Sancho's status as United's biggest transfer headache is not just a matter of form. His substantial wages, coupled with a reputation for unprofessionalism, have made him a difficult sell in the current market. Few clubs are willing to take on such a risk, especially given the lack of recent on-field contributions. However, there has been a breakthrough in negotiations with Juventus, who have emerged as the frontrunners to secure his signature. According to transfer insider Graham Bailey, Juventus' new general manager Damian Comolli has made significant progress in talks with United. The Italian giants are reportedly optimistic about striking a deal, with Sancho understood to have agreed to a wage reduction in order to facilitate the move. Additionally, United are believed to be offering Sancho a payoff to help smooth his exit, a move that reflects the club's desperation to resolve the situation. Comolli's approach has been strategic, recognizing that United's need to offload Sancho gives Juventus leverage in negotiations. The final terms of the deal may not be ideal from a financial perspective for United, but the club appears willing to accept a loss if it means removing a disruptive influence from the dressing room and resetting the club culture. This willingness to take a financial hit underscores the importance United place on moving forward and drawing a line under the Sancho saga. Sancho's own camp is reportedly open to the move, viewing a switch to Turin as an attractive opportunity to revive his career. The player's desire for a fresh start, combined with Juventus' willingness to accommodate his wage demands, albeit at a reduced rate, has accelerated talks. Sources close to the negotiations believe that an agreement could be reached within the next week if discussions continue on their current trajectory. For United, the sale of Sancho is about more than just balancing the books. The constant media attention and speculation surrounding his future have become a distraction that the club is eager to eliminate. Sancho's repeated lapses in professionalism and his inability to deliver consistent performances have made him emblematic of a broader malaise that has affected United in recent years. By moving him on, the club hopes to send a message about the standards expected at Old Trafford and to create a more harmonious environment for the squad. This approach aligns with the broader vision of manager Ruben Amorim, who has been tasked with rebuilding United's squad and culture. Amorim's philosophy emphasizes discipline, hard work, and collective responsibility, values that have sometimes been lacking in recent years. The removal of disruptive influences is seen as a necessary step in implementing his ideas and creating a platform for future success. The financial implications of the Sancho deal are significant. United are likely to incur a loss on the transfer fee, given the player's diminished market value and the need to offer a payoff. However, the long-term benefits of clearing his wages from the books and removing a source of unrest are seen as outweighing the immediate financial costs. The club's current financial situation, shaped by legacy contracts from the Glazer era, means that every penny counts, and the ability to reinvest funds from player sales will be crucial to strengthening the squad in other areas. The Sancho situation is also indicative of the challenges United face in the transfer market more broadly. The club's wage structure and past transfer missteps have made it difficult to move on underperforming players, limiting their flexibility to bring in new signings. The hope is that the successful sale of Sancho will break the deadlock and allow United to pursue other targets, particularly in positions where reinforcements are urgently needed. As negotiations with Juventus progress, attention will turn to how United reinvest the proceeds from the sale. The club has been linked with a number of potential signings, including midfielders and forwards who fit Amorim's tactical blueprint. The ability to act quickly and decisively in the market will be key to ensuring that United are well prepared for the new season. Sancho's departure, if finalized, will mark the end of a chapter that promised much but ultimately delivered little. His arrival was greeted with great fanfare, but a combination of factors, injuries, loss of form, and off-field issues, meant that he never truly established himself as a key player. For both the club and the player, a parting of ways now appears to be in everyone's best interests. In the context of United's wider rebuild, the Sancho sale could be a turning point. It would demonstrate a willingness to make tough decisions and to prioritize the long-term health of the squad over short-term financial considerations. It would also free up resources for new signings, allowing Amorim to put his stamp on the team and build a squad capable of competing at the highest level. The mood among United fans is likely to be one of relief rather than regret. While there may be disappointment that Sancho did not live up to expectations, there is an understanding that the club needs to move on and focus on the future. The hope is that this sale will be the first of several moves that reshape the squad and set United on a path back to success. As the transfer window progresses, all eyes will be on Old Trafford to see how the club navigates the challenges ahead. The sale of Sancho could unlock a flurry of activity, with United poised to make further moves once their wage bill is reduced and funds are available. The coming weeks will be critical in determining the shape of the squad for the new season and the direction of the Amorim era. In summary, Manchester United's transfer window is finally gathering momentum, with the sale of Jadon Sancho to Juventus edging closer. While the deal may not be financially optimal, it represents a necessary step in the club's ongoing rebuild. By moving on a player who has become a symbol of recent struggles, United can begin to look forward, focusing on building a squad and a culture that reflect the values and ambitions of one of the world's biggest clubs. The next chapter is about to begin, and United fans will be hoping that it brings renewed hope and success to Old Trafford. Up the Reds!